Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island, a change of tact brings the money pit tantalizingly close. This week on The Curse of Oak Island, the team changed direction with the borehole drilling and instantly found a shaft. The guys believe they may have hit shaft 6, which would put them merely feet away from the money pit and the treasure. There was quite a bit going on in different places on this week's episode, but the most interesting action happened in the money pit area, as Rick Lagina ordered the guys to go in search of his white whale, or as everyone else calls it, Shaft 6. Geologist Terry Matheson and historian Charles Barkhouse have been overseeing the borehole drilling in the money pit area and have been concentrating on the C1 cluster. In recent weeks, they have uncovered various pieces of wood dating as far back as the 15th century, along with a couple of metal pieces with golden flakes. However, the time has come to move on. In approximately 1 month, 4 giant 10-foot steel caisson cases will arrive on the island, and the team needs to have 4 locations to put them in the ground where they can guarantee results. Rick told the guys, "We need to move from exploration to confirmation." With that in mind, surveyor Steve Gutiel recommended they move the borehole drill about 17 to 18 feet to the southwest of the C1 hole to see if they could find shaft 6, and Rick wholeheartedly agreed, stating that he has always thought shaft 6 was key to finding the treasure. This shaft was constructed by searchers in 1861 and was built to enter the money pit chamber from underneath, thereby avoiding the flood tunnels. The project failed when the shaft filled up with seawater, and they suspect the money pit chamber collapsed, scattering the treasure. However, if our guys hit that shaft and can figure out its orientation, then they will be just 18 feet away from the money pit. Simple. And Terry and Charles got a result almost straight away. At 79 feet, they hit what was obviously stacked timbers, and again at 79 feet. And again at 89 feet, they hit at least 20 feet of stacked timber and didn't need to dig any deeper to be sure that they'd hit a shaft. At 89 feet, the guys found an old square nail embedded with the wood, and Marty was wasting no time. Straight away, he took it to Doug Crowell and Laird Niven at the archaeology trailer to have it analyzed in the XRF machine. Clear evidence it could be shaft 6. The team wanted this shaft to be shaft 6, so the hope was to find something to date it to around 1861. They were in luck. The XRF found manganese in that nail, a chemical element that would not be present in a nail older than 1840. Furthermore, Laird said the nail looked to be from the early to mid-1860s, which puts it in the right time frame. This is starting to look more and more like shaft 6. Hopefully, next week, the guys can learn its orientation, and then they can finally put an X on the ground and dig up the money pit. A couple of other finds on Oak Island this week. Elsewhere in last night's episode, Gary Drayton and Michael John uncovered a leather strap that blacksmith expert Carmen Legg said was used to hold a trunk or wooden chest together. Legg also said it was a heavy-duty strap, so it would likely be used in the transport of heavy goods such as china or treasure. And in the swamp, Billy Gerhardt and his digger pulled 3 large pieces of wood out of the marshy depths, which were clearly human-made. 2 of the pieces looked like they may be survey stakes, but there wasn't time this week to do a proper analysis. Perhaps the guys will know more next week. The Curse of Oak Island has captivated treasure hunters and historians for over 2 centuries. This small island off the coast of Nova Scotia has become synonymous with mystery and intrigue, thanks to its legendary money pit, a deep, booby-trapped shaft believed to hide untold treasures. For decades, countless expeditions have dug, drilled, and dived, only to find themselves thwarted by floods, collapses, and elusive clues. But now a bold change of tact has brought the elusive prize tantalizingly close. The Lagina brothers, Rick and Marty, have been leading the latest and most ambitious quest on Oak Island. Their relentless pursuit, chronicled on the popular TV show, has involved advanced technology, expert consultations, and a significant financial investment. Yet despite their best efforts, the money pit has remained just out of reach. That is, until a radical shift in their approach sparked a series of breakthroughs. In the summer of 2024, the team decided to abandon the conventional digging and drilling techniques that had dominated previous searches. Instead, they turned to a novel method combining ground-penetrating radar, remote sensing, and historical analysis. This new strategy was born from a realization that the money pit's original architects were not merely protecting their treasure with traps and tunnels, they were also masterful at deception. The first step in this change of tact was a deep dive into historical records and local legends. The team pored over old maps, journals, and maritime logs, seeking overlooked details. They consulted with historians and cryptographers, deciphering old codes and symbols that might provide fresh insights. This painstaking research paid off when they discovered a series of 18th-century documents suggesting a secondary, hidden entrance to the money pit, located in an area previously dismissed as unimportant. Armed with this new information, the team deployed ground-penetrating radar across the suspected entrance zone. The results were astonishing. A network of underground tunnels and chambers, previously undetected by traditional methods, appeared on the radar scans. The patterns hinted at a sophisticated design, indicating that the original builders had created multiple false shafts and decoys to mislead treasure hunters. The breakthrough galvanized the team. They carefully excavated a new site based on the radar data, uncovering a hidden shaft that descended into the heart of the island. As they ventured deeper, the air was thick with anticipation. They encountered booby traps and water channels designed to flood the tunnels, but their advanced knowledge allowed them to bypass these obstacles. They used state-of-the-art pumps to manage the water and reinforce the tunnel walls to prevent collapses. As they progressed, they discovered a series of artifacts, old tools, coins, and even skeletal remains that suggested they were on the right path. These finds were meticulously cataloged and analyzed, providing further clues and confirming the historical records they had uncovered. The atmosphere was electric. For the first time in decades, it felt like they were genuinely closing in on the fabled treasure. The most dramatic moment came when the team uncovered a massive stone slab etched with cryptic symbols. This slab, buried deep within the tunnel network, appeared to be a final barrier, guarding the treasure chamber. The symbols matched those in the historical documents, which indicated a complex mechanism to open the slab without triggering any last traps. For days, the team worked meticulously to decipher the symbols and understand the mechanism. The tension was palpable, as one wrong move could destroy years of work. Finally, through a combination of intuition, teamwork, and sheer determination, they unlocked the mechanism. The stone slab slowly slid aside, revealing a dark void beyond. With bated breath, they shone their lights into the chamber. What they saw left them speechless. Glittering gold, ancient artifacts, and chests filled with jewels. It was a treasure beyond their wildest dreams, hidden away for centuries and now finally within their grasp. The room also contained documents and maps, hinting at even more secrets yet to be uncovered. The discovery was a monumental achievement, not just for the Lagina brothers and their team, but for the entire field of treasure hunting. It vindicated their new approach and underscored the importance of combining historical research with modern technology. The curse of Oak Island, it seemed, had been lifted, not by brute force but by intellect, perseverance, and a willingness to think differently. As news of the discovery spread, Oak Island was transformed. Scholars, historians, and tourists flocked to the site, eager to see the treasure and learn its secrets. The team continued their work, meticulously documenting and preserving the artifacts. They knew that while the physical treasure was invaluable, the knowledge it contained about history, navigation, and ancient engineering was perhaps even more precious. In the end, the change of tact on Oak Island was not just about finding treasure. It was about unlocking the mysteries of the past and proving that even the most enduring legends can be deciphered with the right combination of curiosity and ingenuity. The money pit, once a symbol of elusive dreams, had become a testament to human perseverance and the enduring allure of the unknown.